Okay, you have to tell them what happened yesterday. I really want to share what happened with my daughter yesterday. Okay, this right here is exactly why I'm talking about safety. Because these kinds of things, they don't just happen like to other people. I mean, these things happen to ordinary families too. Okay, so she had just finished practice. It was like maybe 6 o'clock, and she's walking to the parking lot to get in the car with her friend for them to bring her home, when this woman just walks up to her in the parking lot, right?
She looked completely normal like any other mom, probably in her late 30s or early 40s.
Okay, so she had just finished practice. It was like maybe 6 o'clock, and she was walking into the parking lot to get in the car with her friend's mom so they could drive her home, when this woman, out of nowhere, walks up to her, right?
She looked completely normal like any other mom, probably in her late 30s or early 40s.
Okay, so just a normal-looking mom, right?
Yeah.
And then she asked if my daughter and her friend happened to be driving towards a certain neighborhood. And my daughter's like, I think so. Yeah, why? And then this woman starts telling this long story. She said that her phone had been stolen, her husband was supposed to meet her there, and she had just been discharged from the hospital. And she didn't know how to get home. So the whole thing was just kind of off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she kept jumping from like one detail to another, and didn't you say she was nervous?
Yeah.
She seemed kind of nervous.
I told her she could use my phone to call her husband, but she said she didn't know his number. So she said, asked if she could text her son for my phone. She sent him a message and tried calling him a few times, but no one answered. Then she asked if I could drive her home.
So the whole thing is just, I mean, she looked completely normal. She looked friendly. She was calm. There was nothing about her that was like suspicious, right?
But if I didn't see this TikTok just a few days earlier, I wouldn't have known to stop and be smart about it.
So I'm glad you watched that. Yeah. So instead, she told the woman she was in a hurry, and she offered to call her an Uber. She even showed her that it was just a 10-minute walk right down the road where she needed to go. Then she came home and told me everything that same evening, and we changed our family rules. No more disappearing for hours. No more I'll see you later. Now we stay in touch so we know that everyone's okay. It's really not about being overprotective. Honestly, it's just about becoming aware of what's going on in today's world. So we also got something called Findmykids, and I installed that so that I can see where everyone in the family is and know where everyone is supposed to be. And one feature that I really like is this thing called Sound Around. So if there's ever a time that someone stops answering their phone, I can actually use it to get like a better idea of what's actually going on. Now, if there's ever a time that my daughter feels unsafe, all she has to do is push that little SOS button, and I'll immediately get an alert, and I'll know that she needs help.